illegal immigration and
I
crime.
wanted to talk to you about something that I'm sure you all have already heard about it. It's been publicized on many of the news channels, and it's talking about the amount of non-detained, and I think they call it non-citizen convicted criminals. I prefer to call it criminal illegal immigrants that are in our country. And we just had a study that just came out in the last couple of days, and it says 425,431. I think the Department of Homeland Security came up with this number. 425,431. Okay, so if that's the amount that they know about, you know that we can increase that amount by a considerable amount, because they don't know who's coming in. So if they don't know who's coming in, this is just saying this. Listen to me. They know about 431 illegal immigrants that are criminals that they have allowed to come into our country. And so then of those, this is just the ones that they know about now. 13,099 were convicted of homicide. Okay. That means we have 13,000 illegal immigrants that the Harris-Biden regime has allowed to come into our country. 13,099. You know what that means? It means that I am afraid to go to the mall. I'm afraid to go to the gas station. And then I'm afraid to stay at home because I don't even know if I'm even safe in my home. That is unconscionable. Now, of all of those, 15,811 are convicted of sexual assault. 15,811. That's never happened any time in U.S. history. And so now you have to ask yourself, why did they do that? Why did they let this many people come into our country who they knew were criminals? And, we've all heard that Venezuela just opened their prisons and said, you have to go to the United States and you can't come back. And you must go. Just open their prisons. And it saved them money because now they don't have to feed or house that many people. And so that's why we have all of these Venezuelan gangs that are terrorizing communities throughout the United States. Now, you have to ask yourself, why did this happen? Who let it happen? And why did they let it happen? It's as if right now everybody is asleep on the job. And when I say everybody, you hopefully have seen some of my videos. And I normally am writing the Democrat Party. But I have to also look at the Republican Party. What are you guys doing? You know what just infuriates me right now is that we have an entire Congress that is not protecting the sovereignty and the security of our United States. These people are letting just everything, whatever wants to happen, anything that anyone wants to do, they can come to our country and do it. What has happened? What's happened to us? I think about this all the time. I remember when you had teachers and plumbers and electricians and preachers that ran for Congress. Now, guess who you have running for Congress? Only people that have money are people who are paid to run for office by the people with money, because the rest of us don't have the money to run for office. And they are allowing this to happen to our country. And then I just heard that the Department of Justice was suing one of the states, and I'm sorry, I don't remember which one, because they said that only Americans could vote in an election. Now, although that's the law, the Department of Justice is suing a state for stating a law. It's the craziest thing ever. And so you have to ask yourself why. Because this firm that I talk about often decided that they had to control the United States. These people have they have control of our treasury, U.S. Treasury. That means every tax dollar that they squeeze out of you, they have given to these people to do whatever they want to. It is unconscionable. And so I just wanted to say to you, I hope you know, let me say this number again, 425,431 criminal illegal immigrants are in our country. Of that amount, 13,099 are convicted of homicide. And you know what homicide is. And then 15,811 are convicted of sexual assault of some form. Now, the rest of them, they don't know what they're convicted of. This is a scary thought. We're in a scary place right now. And your elected officials are the ones that did it. So I'm saying to you, we're not just voting for a president this time. Remember, all of these judges that you vote for, all of these congressmen that you vote for, these mayors, county commissioners, all of these people, they let this happen to our country. So just be aware of it.